Jeshua, inner workings. We wish to give you some explanations about the inner workings of the I Am presence so that you can gain a greater understanding in accessing it. On the third dimension, you have had many adventures and experiences in separation. You have collected doubts, fears, confusion, misunderstandings, and you do not always know what choices to make or when to make them. You do not always know your purpose, your destiny, or your next step. There is always a place in your consciousness where you entertain self-doubt and non-knowingness about many things in your life. You often find yourself in a physical body on an outrageous plane of existence, without a plan, without direction or instruction. For most of you, you do not even have a plan A, never mind a plan B. Being in the now is certainly a good plan, especially if you do not have full awareness. You have been noticing lately that you are more and more in the now moment with whatever you are doing. When you live in the now moment, you enter into the consciousness of the God I Am within you. It is that part of you which holds the agenda of your divine plan for all eternity, and also for this lifetime. When you make plans from the mind or the ego, you find they do not always work out and you are not always able to follow through. We are going to reveal some of what has been mysterious within you, that you may embrace the great mystery that you are. First, we will tell you that the I Am presence is a resonance and a vibration inside of you, from within the heart and soul. You will feel it very powerfully in the vicinity of the heart and throat area. You will also feel it revolving all of the chakras at the same time when it is activated and open. What activates the I Am presence is the choices you make. When you use your power and your desires to make a choice clear and simple, the I Am is involved. When there are no doubts, fears, or hesitation about that choice, no issues arise to obstruct the choice being brought forth, and you have a completely clear energy. When you choose in total clarity, and there is no separation present, the I Am is activated and completely free to express. The truth is that there are only a few issues you have to work out in order to realize your mastery. Isn't this interesting? What if we tell you that you can count those issues on one hand? Most of you already know and believe you are going to bring forth mastery and ascension in this lifetime. You do not know yet how, you do not know yet all the steps, and you will not be informed because the steps to mastery are miracles that are revealed in precise moments and are meant to accelerate your progress. These will always be moments of wondrous surprises and expansion. They are meant to be secrets until the moment of that revelation. Who you are is not only God portraying beingness, but you, as a creator. From the 7 sacred flames. Your soul in its purest soul form is pure energy, light energy. This light energy contains your light body, so when you see your own true light body form, you will recognize yourself. Your eyes, forehead, and features remain the same. You may take on different physical forms in different galaxies and star systems, but the triangle composed of your eyes, forehead, and the upper part of your head will always remain the same. This is one reason why we will always recognize other souls we have known, either in previous lives or other existences, mostly by their eyes and their facial upper triangle. High-ranking souls will always have an energetic imprint on their foreheads as well, which is normally in the form of sacred geometries, which allows souls to not only recognize each other, but to read the soul and its original creation. This is a self-portrait which can be found in my Africa book, created a few years ago, of how my soul appears in its form as a Sisra-Eru-Era, and do know the Star of David over my forehead. This is how I appear in my true soul form, always with this emblem. The most interesting part is that your soul imprint, or the divine gold print, the master creation of your soul, will always be a match to your soul group. So they will have a similar symbol on their forehead, but with their own unique imprint. I know this to be true of all my soul family, on a universal level. There is something so profound in all of this. The divine not only created us to be unique, but our individuality forms part of the distinctive soul group or monad we belong to. Yet, our uniqueness is imprinted in the sacred geometrical symbol etched on our foreheads for other tuned-in souls to read. It will immediately identify you on universal and multi-universal levels and is read by all beings on all levels of creation. Know that this is true for all souls, and you have your own. Now, the symbol or divine gold print is imprinted within with your own home galaxy as well. This is quite amazing. For this tunes you into it, for every galaxy has its own sacred tones. So your imprint not only identifies you as soul, but you are emitting the sacred soul tones plus that of your own galaxy of origin. Now if that does not start boggling your mind, then take it one step further. The all-seeing eye of Horus sits right where the divine imprint of gold print lies over your forehead. So this in turn connects you deeply with the all-seeing, all-hearing, and all-knowing abilities of your own soul, plus that of your monad. As a master you will radiate so much light from your heart center, plus your third eye/crown center, that you literally appear as blinding light. You become see-through. For the higher your vibrational frequency, the less dense you are. So you have no dense body in your true soul form, but only a pure energetic form. Many of the most highly evolved and advanced cosmic races have never taken on a physical form, but are living beings just like you are now in your earthly form. They never chose to adopt a material form, so are literally invisible to human eyes and only visible to the soul eyes. The denser you come to be in physical form, the denser you grow on all levels, and it is no wonder that we sometimes label some people as dense, but in truth do not know how apt this is. Some souls on earth become so dense and entangled up in material matter that they forget everything and are trapped in matter. And that is exactly where the greatest woes of humanity lie, and to finally dissolve that dense body and allow the new light body form to be created in and around you as the 5th to the 7th dimensional state allows you to now ascend. Thus your soul, through all its incarnations in density or in energetic form, will always carry the divine soul gold print on your forehead and your soul in your eyes. We will reach the stage where, when we meet each other as souls, we will say, "I greet the soul, and you." Your soul has the ability to span dimensions, to travel anywhere in God's infinite creation, and to expand into infinity. Consequently, the ancient mystery schools taught students to remember this truth, and high initiates could literally travel anywhere they chose to, returning with the information, the know-how, the inspiration needed, and they gifted humanity with the same, or used this in highest loving service. Nikola Tesla admitted that he downloaded the knowledge in his inventions, and whatever was given to him by doing just that. So did so many others. You can ask that you be consciously reconnected to your true soul family, and certainly most of them will be in your home galaxy, or somewhere else, or working on the great motherships of the intergalactic fleet. Copyright applies. Excerpt from My The White Flame of Illumination Course Level III. Adama, the whole is in you. Beloved people, in the love of God man is perfected, and in the love of God the world is perfected. Everything is through the love of God, and everything serves the love of God. Everything is connected in a unique way in the love of God. We are heading towards eventful days on the upper earth, and what is already emerging will exceed all your imaginations. Many people develop fears, and some people feel anticipation when they imagine the future. Both are justified, because how you perceive time is determined by the prism through which you look at current events. Many people are now going through deep existential crises in which everything is called into question, in which everything is put on the table, and wherein compromising introspection triggers a true revolution. Many people are now completely preoccupied with themselves, so that their attention shifts from the outside to the inside, and people naturally hardly pay any attention to external phenomena. The suffering on different levels increases to the extent that it is necessary for the person to repent. More and more people today are ready for this reversal by raising the really relevant questions and uncompromisingly searching for the liberating answers. The long sleep is over. People's long sleep is over because God has kindled the fire of life in people's hearts. Man's search for his true existence continues to expand, and more people become who they really are. In this way, change is gaining momentum. the truth can prevail more and more quickly, and the light will spread ever more impressively. While more and more people are preoccupied with their own development, the external scene is changing. Many who look around after the transformation work has been done no longer recognize the world and the people. Her own transformation was so profound that everything changed. The eyes of an awakened person look at the world differently. You see what is, and not what is suggested by fears. This change is taking place quietly and quietly within you. The world is quietly changing. People are quietly being led back to their origins. The miracle of silence, this spiritual awakening of humanity, has now reached the scale needed to unhinge the old world. The real miracle is while the external threats increase, the miracle takes place in complete silence, and in the care of God. The viewer and the viewed become one. We from the earthly inner realms, and your spiritual families from the light, accompany this great transformation, the sacred process in which man becomes divine, and the divine in man becomes alive. We make sure that the external circumstances only affect you to the extent that it is useful for the transformation work. No harm should and will come to the people who are awakening in complete silence and who are now preparing for their new life and for their divine assignments. So the world seems to keep turning in its usual rhythm, and yet everything is different. Invisible to eyes that can only see the obvious, the miracle of transformation occurs. In silence, man finds his power and regains the strength of the heart. Blessed are you, human being, who rise up and overcome all obstacles, for truly, everything is within you. I am Adama of TELOS. Sorceryofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.